going to lead you in a very short practice. We don't want to keep you very long. It's just a few postures and then a little seated reflection. Hopefully that will guide you in the direction of beginning to recognize what it takes to train your attention and quiet your mind, right? So without any further ado, it looks on my screen like most of you are sitting. So wherever you are, sit upright a little bit and close your eyes. And take just a moment to check in with yourself and notice how you feel, like at all levels. How do you feel in your body? How do you feel energetically? What kind of mood are you in today? And then also, please notice your mind stream, all the thoughts that are passing through your mind. And notice if it feels to you like your mind is really very active, lots and lots of thoughts, deep layers of thoughts, or if your mind is kind of dull this morning, kind of, on slow motion, let's say. So just notice that that's how you are right now. Noticing that with the recognition that that will change, because change is really the only constant in our lives. So with this intention of learning to train our attention, we're going to do a little movement to see if we can begin to move our breath and move our energy, use our breath to guide the movement and begin to focus our awareness. So wherever you are, if you can, please stand up. I believe if you look on your screen, Bernadette is highlighted. She'll be my model this morning. Thank you, Bernadette, for doing that. We're going to begin with a posture we call tadasana. It's a dynamic version of tadasana. But before we do that, I invite you all to just stand quietly for a moment. And turn your attention to your breathing. Just noticing the gentle flow of inhale and exhale for a breath or two. And then we're all going to begin to breathe and move together. So now, wherever you are with your breath, please exhale all the way. And with your eyes open, as you inhale, we're just going to move arms at first. As you inhale, please raise both arms out to your sides and up overhead. Reaching up tall, like reaching for the ceiling or the sky, depending on whether you're indoors or out. And as you exhale, lower your arms to your sides. We're going to do that one more time to see if we can pace our movement with our breathing. So once again, begin to inhale, begin to sweep your arms out to your sides and up. As your fingertips reach for the ceiling, that should be the completion of your in-breath. And exhaling, lower your arms back down to your sides. And as your hands come all the way down, that's the end of your out-breath. Okay, now we're going to start the movement. This time, inhaling, sweep your arms out and up, but lift your heels so that you're coming up onto the balls of your feet, both arms all the way up. Good. And exhaling, slowly lower your arms to your sides as you lower your heels. Hands and heels touch down at the same time that we finish our exhale. Again, let's do that one more time. Inhaling, sweep both arms out and up as you lift your heels, coming up toward the balls of the feet. Reach up nice and tall as if you're reaching for the sky. And then exhaling, slowly exhale as you slowly lower your arms and simultaneously lower your heels. Now we're going to change out the arm movement. So watch Bernadette, and we'll all do this together. So please As you're inhaling, begin to sweep both arms out and up, lifting your heels again, but this time the left arm stops halfway and the right arm comes all the way up, just the right one. Exhaling, slowly lower both arms as you lower your heels. So it's a little contralateral arm movement. Let's do it again on the other side. Inhaling, sweep out and up. This time, the right arm stops. The left arm keeps coming up all the way as you're coming up toward the balls of your feet, reaching through that left side. Exhaling, come down. Slowly pacing the movement with your breath. Let's do another round. Inhaling, lift your heels as you sweep your arms. Your right arm comes all the way up. Feel a little lengthening through your right side. Nice. And exhaling, come on down. See if you can get those heels to touch exactly at the same time as your arms are all the way down. Other side, inhaling, sweep out and up. This time it's the left arm that continues all the way up overhead. Nice. And exhaling, come down. And we'll do one more round. So 2 more repetitions of this dynamic tadasana. Inhaling, sweep out and up. The right arm comes all the way up. Reach nice and tall through that right side. And exhaling, come down. And one last time on the other side. Inhale, lift your heels, sweeping the arms simultaneously. The left arm comes all the way up. Reach up through those left fingertips a little bit. And then exhaling. Bring it all softly down at the same time. And pause. And take a breath. Thank you. Bernadette, I'm going to ask you to take a quarter turn so that you're facing long way on the mat. Thank you very much. The next posture is going to be a version of Virabhadrasana, which is a forward-facing warrior posture. So Bernadette and all of you in your homes, in the Zoom room, please step your left foot forward. So left foot is forward, right foot is back. And then we're going to do an arm movement in which we're sweeping our arms out to the sides and squeezing our shoulder blades together behind us. So we'll start by placing our hands together in front of us like this. Fingertips just lightly touching, no tension, no pressure, relaxed shoulders, elbows, and hands. And then let's take a breath in together and breathe out all the way. And then on this first one, you can watch Bernadette as you do it with her. So as you're inhaling, you're going to bend your front knee, lunging forward, sweeping your arms out to the sides and squeezing your shoulder blades behind you. And as you're exhaling, you're going to straighten your legs, coming back to your starting position, fingertips touching just in front of your chest. Nice. Let's do it again. Inhaling, press into the back heel, bend the front knee, press your chest forward even as you squeeze those shoulder blades together behind you, and exhaling, come back to your starting position. Nice. And we'll do it once more. Inhaling, press down into the back foot, bending the front knee, chest and heart press forward as the shoulders squeeze together behind you, and exhaling, come back to your starting position. And then take a breath as you step your feet together and lower your arms. We're going to change sides in a moment, but let's take a breath in between. Just notice how you're beginning to feel. We're moving a little bit of energy, a little bit of prana. So to prepare for the other side, please step your right foot forward. Again, fingertips touch together just in front of your chest. No tension in the shoulders or elbows, no pressure between the hands. They're just simply resting against each other. Take a breath in and then exhale all the way. And then please, as you inhale, bend your front knee, lunging forward, pressing your chest forward or your heart forward, squeezing the shoulders together behind you. And as you exhale, come back to your starting position. 2 more times. Inhaling, lunge forward, press your back heel into the floor behind you so that you maintain your stability. And exhaling, come back. Softly, very nice. 1 more time. Inhaling, lunge forward, press your chest forward. Feel the squeeze of your shoulder blades in your upper back. And then exhaling, come back to your starting position. And once again, take a breath as you step your feet together and lower your arms to your sides. And we're going to transition now to the floor. So please come onto your hands and knees on your mat or your rug, wherever you are. So some yoga teachers call this tabletop position. So in this tabletop position, we want our wrists to be beneath our shoulders and our knees to be beneath our hips, with our knees not too far apart, kind of a neutral distance apart. And if possible, our feet simply relaxed behind us. We call this posture Chakravakasana. It's a dynamic posture in which we move from this position, this tabletop position, into child's pose with our breath. So, on your hands and knees, please take a breath in and breathe out all the way, and then we'll begin. So, now, as you're breathing in, see if you can have the sensation that you're drawing back through your arms and shoulders and lifting your chest a little bit. And now, as you breathe out, begin to bend your elbows and drop your head, shifting your hips back so that you can come down into child's pose with your hands and your elbows on the floor, forehead toward the mat. Great. Inhaling, lift your chest and come back to tabletop or come back to hands and knees. Shoulders are back, chest is lifted. Exhaling. Let's go again. Begin shifting your hips back toward your heels as the elbows bend, bringing your chest toward your thighs. Very nice. Let's do it again. Inhaling, lift your chest, come forward and up. Remember, the movement paces with your breathing. On exhale, bend your elbows. Slowly bring your chest to your thighs. Lower your hips toward your heels for child's pose. And we're going to do that just 1 more time. Inhaling, lift your chest and come back to hands and knees as if your breath is leading you from the front of your chest. And exhaling, bring yourself slowly down, guided by your breath, into child's pose. And then from child's pose, we're going to slowly transition back to a seated position. So wherever you were when we first started, some of you were sitting on mats, some of you were on chairs, bolsters, whatever you have, and we're going to sit for just a few minutes. So without too much commotion, let's sit comfortably. See if you can sit with your spine erect, but without any tension there. So erect, but not forced. And if it's comfortable, close your eyes. Otherwise, turn your gaze downward so that we can minimize distractions in our visual field. And once again, turn your awareness inward. And we'll check in again. Notice how you feel now. We did a little movement. Perhaps it was new and different for you, so you had to think. You had to pay attention. Remember, this is about learning to train our attention, learning to focus our attention. We moved a little energy. Notice your mind stream, the quality of your thoughts. Whether your mind feels active and distracted, or kind of dull. And then shift your attention to the tip of your nostrils and begin following the gentle, smooth inflow of your breath from the tip of your nostrils inward as it fills your lungs, and then back out as you exhale toward the tip of your nostrils. And again, inhaling, follow the flow of the in-breath as it comes in and moves downward toward your lungs. And then follow the flow of your out-breath as it moves upward and back outward. And again, inhale, just pay attention to the gentle flow of the in-breath. And as you exhale, pay attention to the gentle flow of your out-breath. See if you can keep your attention focused like this on the gentle inward flow of inhale and outward flow of exhale for another couple of breaths on your own. Notice that all the while you're trying to train your attention on your breathing, you have all kinds of other thoughts going on in your mind. Notice if those thoughts are distracting you. Notice if they're pulling your attention away from your ability to focus on the gentle inflow and outflow of your breath. And if that's so, consciously turn your attention back to your breathing. You don't need to do anything special. Just see if you can continue to focus on the gentle inflow and outflow of your breath. And you may be noticing again that the thoughts are still there. Maybe there's even more thoughts now, and they're distracting you again. So once again, just recognize the thoughts are there. They're always going to be there. And turn your attention back to the very gentle and sweet inflow of your inhale and the outflow of your exhale. Notice that this constant shift from attention to distraction to attention to distraction is how we are most of the time. But our yoga practice gives us very simple and very effective tools for learning to focus our attention. At first, it takes effort, but I promise over time, it becomes easier and easier. And with that ease comes a sense of being really at home in your breath and with your attention. And that sense of being at home brings calm, peace, and joy. So for now, let go of your breath, let go of your attention to your breath. But once again, just check in with yourself. How do you feel? Where's your energy? How's your mood? What's going on in your mind? Has anything shifted? And for those of you that are brand new to Viniyoga and to this approach to practice, notice if anything has changed and if that was useful for you. And something, especially for those of you who are considering our program, if it's something you'd like to continue to pursue. I want to thank you very much for your attention. I want to thank Bernadette for modeling for us so beautifully. And I'm going to turn the microphone back to her. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kathy, for that beautiful practice. What a wonderful way to nourish ourselves on a Friday. I know I feel different than I did 20 minutes ago, however long we took. So that was beautiful. Thank you so much. Great to see everyone. We are really excited to welcome all of our new folks to the Foundations Program, which starts in February. We still have the early bird discount in effect. So if you are applied and haven't signed up yet, now's a really good time. We're going to do another one of these pretty soon with Yuris, who's our other senior faculty and mentor for the program. So keep an eye out on your email. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for joining us. It's an honor to be with you all today. Kathy, it's an honor to practice with you today. And we really look forward to hopefully seeing you all again soon.